We're diving deep today. Today we'll be reviewing... Nope. Made in Abyss. Made in Abyss is an anime that originally aired in the 2017 summer season. Simpler times. Anyways, with currently only one season spanning 13 episodes, 2 recap movies that aired in 2019, and a brand new movie sequel that just came out last month. Now you might be thinking to yourself, wow, this is a weird choice for your first anime review. So it is. But only recently found out about this series and that a sequel movie was coming out in about a month when I started this review, so I wanted to get caught up and share my thoughts on the show so far. And in case you would like to watch this anime for yourself, I'm going to do my best to keep this review as spoiler-free as I can, by only talking about the plot points from the first few episodes and giving a few warnings. More on that later. Art and animation. The art style in Made in Abyss is beautiful. Whoa, okay, enough of that. Don't want to incur the wrath of the mouse. The studio behind this great style is Kinema Citrus, who has worked on several anime titles, but I would say that other than Made in Abyss, their most notable title would be Barakamon. There is a lot of attention to detail. The backgrounds and a lot of the shots are absolutely gorgeous, and some scenes where they show the technology they use have a ton of intricate mechanics. They just look so neat. Look at those details! Would you just look at them? As for character designs, I like the way the characters looked. And I know some people might say they look simple, but if I had to guess, with a lot of fast-paced scenes, they probably had to make the characters a little smooth to help make the animations feel more fluid. And honestly, they just make the backgrounds look that much more amazing. While we are on the subject of design, I feel like this is the perfect time to talk about some of the unique creatures found in the Abyss. They have impressive designs and animation, feeling alive with every believable movement and behavior for living beings in this unusual environment. Plus, they just look neat. Music and audio! For an anime, even ones that are not music focused, I feel the opening and ending songs are super important. There are so many animes that I can remember their theme songs so clearly, and that makes me love the show that much more. A great opening should help convey the tone of the show, get you pumped to watch the episode, and sometimes tease what's to come. As for the ending, it should help you wind down with something nice to listen to while you think about what you just watched. Not that those are necessarily requirements, nor would not having them hurt the anime overall. And sometimes a bad anime can have a great opening/ending song, and they don't make the show any better. No, I won't tell you what ones I'm talking about. I really enjoyed Made in Abyss's opening and ending songs. I found myself humming them after I would get done watching an episode. As for the background music or score, I thought they fit the scenes they accompanied fairly well, punctuating the highs and lows of the animation. Dub versus sub. I want to start off by saying I did watch the subtitle version of this series. It's my personal preference to try and watch content in its original language when it's available, as I feel the voice acting carries the dialogue's intent and tone better. Not to say that the dub can't, but again, that's just how I feel. Now, I did rewatch the first 2 episodes in English, since I wanted to see how the dub handled all the heavy lore bits the show throws at you. And I would say they did okay. I still prefer the sub, but for those of you who prefer dubs, it's pretty inoffensive. Enjoying the review so far? Please consider clicking that subscribe button to follow my content, and if you want to be notified as soon as I release a new video, be sure to ring that bell. The story. The story will be the main chunk of my review, because I feel that no matter how a show looks, the story can make up for it. As the story goes. There is a massive pit, known as the Abyss. It is inhabited by strange, and most of the time dangerous creatures, and it is full of ancient relics. No one knows how deep it goes or what the relics were for. Generations of brave adventurers have been drawn to the depths of the Abyss, known as cave raiders or delvers. In Orth, a town that sits on the edge of the Abyss, there is an orphan girl named Riko whose dream is to become a great cave raider like her mother and solve the mystery of the pit. Plot summary over! The story has great lore and world building, with a lot of minute details that help you understand the work and sacrifices the Delvers had to put in to try and make the threats and knowledge of the Abyss known. Even breaking the Abyss up into separate layers with different attributes so other cave raiders will know what to expect as they dive deeper. The show also has a cool ranking system based off of identifiable whistles for the Delvers, starting with bells given to those who are studying to become Delvers, but have yet to actually go into the Abyss. Red whistles are rookie Delvers who have a decent knowledge of the Abyss and have descended down to the first layer. Blue whistles are more experienced Delvers who have managed to prove themselves. Moon whistles are the teachers. They are highly proficient Delvers that carry an extensive knowledge of the Abyss. Black whistles are extremely talented Delvers that have mastered the techniques of delving. And finally, white whistles. They are considered to be the greatest Delvers of all. Their achievements have changed the world. I am sporting a black whistle because I feel like if I lived in this world, I'd be giving it my all to be the best raider I could. Though, I do think it would be neat to be a moon whistle too, being able to teach up-and-coming Delvers about the Abyss, even knowing most of them will probably adventure out into the Abyss and never return. All just part of the job. But Val! What about all the uncomfortable imagery? Yes, unfortunately for all the praise I have given to Made in Abyss so far, I would be remiss in mentioning that this anime doesn't pull any punches in regards to its content. This series is not for the faint of heart, for those with weak stomachs, or, in general, squeamish. Although this anime is filled with a great sense of wonder, it also shows the serious dangers that adventuring deep into the unknown can truly cause. And for those of you who have seen it or are planning to, another quick warning, there are a few brief moments that show mild nudity, but I assure you the most that you see is the equivalent of a Barbie or Ken doll, usually covered in some form or fashion. Oh, and on the subject of warnings, there's also blood, death, gore, and body horror. You have been warned. Moving on. While trying to keep this review as spoiler-free as I can, I will now try to talk about some of the plot a little beyond my synopsis. As you might have been able to guess, the main point of this anime is for the protagonist to reach the bottom of the abyss, traversing and surviving the aforementioned dangers. Let's briefly discuss the main characters of this anime, Riko and Reg. Their dynamic together on screen is great, with Riko only seeing everything in the world from a scientific perspective, analyzing and assessing everything, even to the point that in a situation where a normal person might be embarrassed or flustered, it doesn't even faze her, as she doesn't make that kind of emotional connection being so analytical. Reg, on the other hand, who is suffering from memory loss, is more of your typical character, being emotionally driven and trying his best to be helpful, taking direction from Riko even at a moment's notice, since knowing a mistake could spell disaster for them on their journey into the abyss. I also just want to quickly mention Nanachi. She is my favorite character. I absolutely love her design and personality, being very clever, cunning, and just overall adorable. Will they make it to the bottom of the abyss? Will Reg get his memory back? Will Nanachi ever stop being so adorable? You will just have to watch to find out. Who am I kidding? That last one isn't going to happen.
Cute, always a chick, cute.
Now, from my understanding, the animation is almost a scene-for-scene adaptation of the manga, with only a few minor differences, but the mangaka was working very closely with the anime studio. The anime currently ends in chapter 24 of the manga, volume 3 of the current 9, so if you wanted to pick up where the anime leaves off, you can start on volume 4, or wait for the upcoming sequel movie like I am. In conclusion, this anime has a lot of beautiful backgrounds and details with great fluid animation, memorable opening and ending songs that are already added to my YouTube music app, a great story with a lot of fantastic details that really makes the world feel lived in. It's an anime that doesn't hold anything back for the sake of the creator's vision. All great qualities for an anime to have. Unfortunately, it's not perfect, being weighed down by the unnecessary, perverted moments. Though there's not that many, I do feel they hurt the anime. I would give Made in Abyss a 9 out of 10. I didn't think I would have this section in my anime reviews, but how I would make it better. I would hope from the review so far, you all understand I really enjoyed this anime, but personally, if I had to make a change that I feel would push this anime to a 10 for me, it would be to remove the pervy moments. I know this is a typical anime trope, but honestly, I don't find it funny, nor did it help the tone of this anime. I know I might have been a little bit late to this anime, but I'm glad I finally got around to watching it. Have you seen this anime? Are you excited for the upcoming sequel movie? What anime are you watching? Let me know down in the comments below, and be sure to check the description for social media and Discord links. And thank you all for watching. Outtakes. Whoa, enough of that. I don't want to incur the wrath of the mouse. You know we're remaking the sequel too, right? Oh, and on the subject of warnings, there's blood, gore, death, and body horror. It's a really great anime. I'm really selling it, aren't I? Hello everyone. Thank you for watching my video. Here's a link to my previous review, and a link to my newest review. Also, I stream over at Twitch 2 days a week, on Tuesdays and Thursdays starting at 5 PM Central Time. A link to my Twitch can be found down in the description below.